with Shakshi Gopal, right? So when the old Brahmana promised the young Brahmana in front of Shakshi Gopal that he would get the daughter as wife, and then later on he didn't want to fulfill that promise because his relatives were all angry with him. So then the young Brahmana, he was indeed on that level, that he didn't care about himself, whether he gets the daughter or not. But his concern was, this old Brahmana gave the promise in front of Shakshi Gopal, and now he's breaking that promise. And this will not be good for him. Yeah. And that's why he did this whole thing. And he appealed to Shakshi Gopal, please come as a witness. And then Shakshi Gopal says, well, how can I walk? And then the young Brahmana says, well, if you can talk, then you can walk. So, and then Shakshi Gopal agreed to walk behind the Brahmana and I'm sure we all know the story. So, but surely Shakshi Gopal would have never agreed to walk behind the young Brahmana if he had simply led an ego battle there, right? Yeah, but his motives were pure. But we can't so easily imitate that. We may think, again, the contaminated intelligence, may find all the justifications why we have to fight, and this is unjust, and this is a dharmic matter, but then deep down, when we look a little deeper, hey, it's a false ego. So again, I'm saying it again and again, mentorship, having a counselor. We have to take guidance, Am I defending myself here, or am I really purely, fighting for a higher purpose or something? Because it is so subtle and very easily we can cheat ourselves, and the contaminated intelligence finds all the reasons and why this is a matter to fight.
What the material world is it better? Always better. There is no peace. Even for dharma, you have to fight. You cannot give. I want to tell you a short story. Sorry, it was very interesting on this. This one manager said that I decided once I was in New York and I said I'm not to fight because I had so much pressure from the authorities. And I just was ready to
stick to it. So then Prabhupada explains, sometimes the saintly or very religious person also has to meet with reversals in life. Such incidents should be taken as providential, meaning Krishna's arrangement. Although there may be sufficient cause for being unhappy, one should avoid counteracting such reversals, for the more we become implicated in rectifying such reversals, the more we enter into the darkest regions of material anxiety. Lord Krishna has also advised us in this connection. One should tolerate things instead of becoming agitated. So I remember this. And I thought, okay, let me just pay it. That's it. Maybe I haven't paid much taxes this life. Maybe I'm still owing them something. Okay, let them have it. And I'll just pay it. And a good point to remember is always, will this be important at the moment of death? No. Who cares? Who cares? Even now, who cares? I don't get one. Huh?
They will be laughing.
Yes, so that's the point, that from a material point of view, it looks like we are the loser when we pay. Actually, when Gopish Prabhu was editing that chapter, he wrote me back, I think I wouldn't have paid it. This takes me a while to digest. Yes, but from a material point of view, we look like the loser. But from a spiritual point of view, we are the winner. Because we use the situation to let go of the false ego's demands. We subdue the false ego. So we may be very successful fighting and defending our way through life, but then at the moment of death, false ego is not dissolved, and we have to do another round in the material world. So that's the whole thing. From a mundane point of view, it may look like weakness and being a loser. But from a spiritual point of view, we are the winner. And I distinctly remember, it took me a couple of days to quieten down the false ego, because the false ego was still protesting, oh, not fair, or they cheated you, or Krishna's Lakshmi, you could have spent it in better ways, and. But thank God I was able to not listen to it and just move on. And, because you imagine taking such a measure to court, your whole bhajan would be out the window.
Didn't you just pay it?
Yes. That's what I did, remembering these verses. Yes, we should not counteract, because the more we counteract such reversals, the more we get implicated in material anxiety. Prabhupada explains it so nicely. That really saved my situation. And I remembered that. And I thought, okay, let him have it.
How much was it for?
€1,500.
$1,500.
So it's almost the same like dollars, maybe a little more dollars. I'm not sure if we have time for all kinds of situations now. You can tell me.
No, I don't know.
Okay. But now it's good